because I believe every woman has a story to tell. And we all have so much more in common than we think. These are the women next to me.
Silver lining. Okay. So, what has been, speaking of silver linings, what has been your silver lining in all of this?
The silver lining in all of this, for me, has been actually my in-laws. Like I said, my husband works from home. He was working Monday through Friday. He has since got a promotion and now works Thursday through Sunday. But for every single day that my husband works throughout this whole thing, my in-laws come so they can kind of keep the normalcy level good with my kids, let him work, let me rest, try to heal and just kind of recuperate. And I mean, that's been a godsend because my kids are wild. They run. And now my little Zuri, she's 1. She's almost walking and she's into everything. And so just kind of watching their relationship blossom throughout all of this because they're kind of there every day now. They're more of like a mother and father figure, like an extra mom and dad to them. Like it's very cute. And I really enjoy seeing that because I feel like I grew up with the best grandparents in the world and I've always wanted my kids to have the same. So that's been great.
Your in-laws are adorable too, by the way. You can tell they ooze like pride for you when we saw
They
that.
love me. They're very, I mean, I've known them since I've been 15 years old because my husband and I started dating back in high school.
Easy.
So I'm kind of like like their only daughter, well, their extra daughter, because I have my sister-in-law too, but yeah, they just love me. They're cool.
Silver lining. All right. So the silver lining on my end, I think hands down is my relationship with Eric. Let's cry again. Damn you people. Him and I have been through like so much stuff. The poor guy, like I wanted to go live. We dated in college and I wanted to go live and see the world and he wanted to settle down. So like we broke up for 3.5 years, then got back together. And so we've been married now almost 14 years. But you know, we've gone through kids and hard times, but there's nothing like this. And I don't think you can really explain how close you get to a spouse when you go through something like this. Just seeing how he steps up and cares. I mean, he's pretty much picked up and taken over all of my duties at the house. I mean, he's not very good at meal planning. So I still need to kind of help him there, but like grocery shopping, the cooking, the cleaning, like he does everything, scheduling of my appointments. And then on top of it, will hold me at night and get emotional because he doesn't think he can do enough or he's not doing enough, you know? And it's just crazy to me because here's this guy when I first met him had zero empathy, was a total sarcastic shit. Who has now grown into this man who is able to show his emotions and just be the most supportive spouse he can be. And, you know, I keep telling him now, I'm like, you're with me for life. Like, you can't get rid of me. It's like we've gone through this. And yeah, I think that's kind of the silver lining for me is just the growth that our marriage has had.
I love that. It's crazy because a lot of times through this journey, I felt like so much focus was on me and it needs to be on them too. Like our partners are going through this whole journey in a different way and sometimes even more so because I feel like they just take so much on that where we're dropping the ball, and I don't want to say dropping the ball because we're not, but we are. Like there's just things that we can't do that we used to do that they have to come in and pick up and keep going. So
yeah, I mean, I don't know if any of you guys, well, I know Jill, you said your mom went through it, but I'm not sure how much like the caregiving you had to pick up. But I lost my dad to lung cancer in 2017, and so I've had the caregiver side of things as well as being the cancer patient. And I truly feel that the caregiver side was harder. You know, right now, my only focus is to be healthy and to rest and to just get through the day and whatever side effects it is and to beat cancer. But it's, you know, I'm not picking up my normal responsibilities plus somebody else's, plus trying to be the emotional support that I need to be, like I was with my dad. So I think that's big. And I feel horrible because I don't know, Jill, when you got the sheets of all the stuff, it's like, oh, here are all the supports that you can do. Like typically
Oh,
there's
but cross off all the fun ones
all of,
because it's 2020. Like,
yeah,
can't do this, like all the good stuff that would be fun, where they're like, you can have a makeup class. Oh, no, not you. Oh, you can go. Nope, that's closed right now.
No more massages.
yeah, because there was massages, house cleaning, yoga, but the one that really hurt when I saw that it wasn't available is the caregiver support class. I think because that was immediately, because knowing that other side, it was something I wanted Eric to have. So right now, a lot of times my sister-in-law, she'll be like, hey, what can I do for you? And it's usually, I need you to schedule to go for a hike with your brother. Like I need you to be his support system because he's not going to unload everything on me. So, that kind of made me sad that stuff's gone away, but no one's cleaning my house for free, but whatever, it's fine.
I know I've had like 4 people send me send me the information, and I'm like, yeah, guys, they're not doing that, and you can't have people in your house right now because it's 2020.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff is not available. But I think one of my silver linings, like, there was so much stuff that was just so like, what about this? And this is a worry, and this is a concern, and what about this? And what about that? And like, once you get the phone call, it's like, it's cancer, and this is going to just change everything and like throw everything up in the air. I joke around with some of my friends, like, I'm like, my give a damn is busted. Like, I have to prioritize myself, and worrying about just like the trivial, just nonsense has just kind of fallen away. Like, whereas before, some stuff for work might have totally stressed me out, and I would have been like, oh my God, I have to do this. Now I'm kind of like, it'll get done. It'll happen. It's fine. Like, or it didn't happen, and the world didn't end, and like it just kept going. So like, as terrible as it is, like, it really kind of forces you to prioritize like what's the most important, and all that other stuff you just kind of push to the side. Whereas before, I am way too type A to let that kind of stuff go. It's kind of forced me to, and it's kind of freeing to just be like, no, like I was always like the yes man. Someone would ask me to do something, and I'd be like, of course I can help you with that. Of course I can do that extra committee at work. Of course I can do that extra thing. And now I'm like, nope, I don't have time. Nope, I'm busy. No, that's not going to be my priority. And like, it's kind of freeing to have that kind of mindset. So that's kind of been a silver lining.
Yeah, you don't know until you know, right? Like,
yeah,
I love it. I think my silver lining has been we've had a ton of support in our neighborhood, and it's so funny because we moved less than a mile and left one neighborhood and moved into another neighborhood that we thought was more family centered and had more available for our kids. But we were still newbies in the neighborhood, and how the neighborhood has pulled together for us being newbies has been insane. Like, so we live in Southbury, and there's still ribbons on the trees for me. And I remember that just being like mind blowing when I drove through and saw all the ribbons, and just how the neighborhood has come together. And it's made, like, Jeremy and I are very self-sufficient people. And it's made us accept help, because sometimes that's just what people need to do. They just need to feel helpful, like they're helping us. And so it was really hard for Jeremy sometimes, because Jeremy loves to grocery shop. I don't know if he loves it, but he does it because I buy all the extra things. And he's like, it's like, no, this is what we're buying. Like, people are grocery shopping for us. This is, way back when. And so just being accepting of help, and we've had the conversations that we're going to be in a place that we can do that for somebody one day. And we're going to know how much it meant to us and how helpful it was to us. And just, having the paper plates and the napkins so we didn't have to do dishes. Like, that's huge. So just realizing that, like, we're part of this village that we just didn't realize was there, I guess. Ladies, I appreciate you joining me today. I think you're all amazing and wonderful people, and I know it sucks what's brought us together, but I'm glad that I have y'all to laugh with and to send those texts to, and the WTF moments and whatever that we can just laugh it off, because what else do we got? But appreciate all of you, appreciate you guys for who you are, and thank you for being part of this with me.
Thank you.
All right.
Love you too.
Later, Tata.